Hey everyone's JackelWolf back in Skyfactory 4 with another 5 minutes. That's how I did it. If you've been following along, you know that we are working our way through the advancement book. Last episode, we did the iron bucket, craft an iron bucket, not a helmet advancement. We also did a couple of things from the Age of Farming. We created ourselves a bonsai pot, and then we immediately upgraded it to the Kawa bonsai, the hopping bonsai pot, which automatically takes items out of the bonsai pot and puts them into chests. We also made ourselves some fertile soil. So this episode, we're going to continue along the advancement book, and we're going to focus on the It's Electric, which is to craft a redstone sapling, and then we're going to make Let It Go, which is to make some lead amber, and then we're going to use that lead amber to make ourselves a lead sapling, which is the Led Zeppelin advancement there. So to start, we're first going to need to make ourselves some red dye. Now there's a couple of different ways of doing this, one of which would be to purchase some beets with a market, and we won't be doing that one this episode. We're going to leave that the market for next episode, but instead we're going to go the old-fashioned bone meal on grass Minecraft way of getting flowers to get some red dye that we can use to make some redstone. Now to make blocks of grass in Skyfactory 4 is actually very, very simple. First off, we're going to need cauldrons of water. We're going to need to use some dirt to turn those cauldrons of water into mud. And then we're going to take some leaves. I've selected some dirt leaves that we've gotten from our hopping bonsais. And we're just going to go and right-click into these cauldrons of mud. And as you can see, we are getting ourselves some blocks of grass. Now we're going to go take these blocks of grass over here, and I'm just going to go and place them in the world, and we're going to get ourselves a nice little bit of a grassy area. Now this is going to come in handy for some other things in the future, but for right now we're going to use some, I totally miscalculated how much grass I was going to need on that. Give me a second, guys. I'll be right back. Okay guys, I am back. For some reason I thought this was 4x4, but of course I'm forgetting about that block in the middle, which makes this 5x5. So what we got now is we've got our bone meal, and then we're just going to right click until we get some flowers, some red flowers like we've done in the past. And we actually made an achievement. We picked up some shredded wheat. There we go. There is our red flower, and that is absolutely perfect. So what we're going to do is we're going to pop in here. We're going to make ourselves some rose red dye. We're going to come over here and we're going to place the rose red dye in a crafting table with 1 coal sapling, 1 piece of petrified resin, and 2 pieces of iron resin, and that gets us our redstone sapling. Now, I've got this set up right away, and we can go and place that right in a hopping bonsai, and this is going to start getting us our redstone drops, and the redstone is going to come in very, very handy when we start doing some more automation. I have already automated the melter here in the previous episode on one of my sort of special previous episodes, so check that out. But for now, we're going to move on and make ourselves some lead amber. Now to make lead amber, we are first going to need some lapis. Now lapis is interesting in that to make lapis, you simply need 9 acorns in a crafting table, gets us that 1 lapis block. If we did the mix of the 5 resin and 4 lapis acorns, we would get the lapis amber, which I believe is what you can melt in like a melter or a smeltery to get some liquid lapis. But for now, we just need to take that lapis, turn it into some lapis lazuli blocks, and then we're going to come over here and place 1 piece of lapis in a crafting table with 4 petrified resin, 2 iron resin, 2 sand resin, and that gets us our lead amber. Well, there we go. JackelWolf has made the achievement, Let It Go. We're going to come over here. We're going to throw that piece of lead amber in the hopper. I could put it directly in there. That's not a big deal. But that is that achievement down. And as you can see, our next step is to make the lead sapling. So to make a lead sapling, we're first going to need a dark oak sapling. To get that, we're going to come back over here. We're going to get ourselves a bucket of water in a cauldron and a coal sapling, and there you go. We have now got our dark oak sapling. So what we're going to do is we're going to come back, we're going to take this dark oak sapling, we're going to place it on the casting table. You see we've got our molten lead all ready to go in there. Right click on it, and as soon as that is done, we should have ourselves a lead sapling, which is absolutely perfect. And while this is cooking up, actually this is going really, really quick. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab that out. We're going to come over here and place it on the prepared hopping bonsai I got here. As you can see, we are getting our redstone drops really nice. One thing I should point out is if you take the time to organize your storage, especially early on before you get sort of like the automated ME storage and stuff like that, it is going to really, really help you collect the items that you want, because this is going to produce a absolute ton of wood. And at a certain point, you're just not going to need any more wood in your world. So I highly, highly recommend you take the time and sort this out properly. So one other thing I want to point out is that when you got all of your trees in sort of the same area, it becomes really, really difficult to tell which one it is. Like the Lapis blue is pretty obvious, but a lot of these trees look very, very similar. So what I've been starting to do is to create some invisible item frames and then putting the block of what it is, sort of on top of that item frame. So really, really quickly, what we're going to do is we're going to hop over here, and to make a Cleare Item Frame, which is from the Tinker's Construct mod pack, it is simply one glass block in a crafting table with 4 glass panes around it. It is a little bit of an expensive recipe, but it is not that bad. So there we go. We've got our 4 Cleare Item Frames. Let's come over here, and actually let's use them over here. So we're going to go and we go we got to go Shift, click, 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 click. And you can see it does show up as an actual item frame right now. But if we were to take we'll take a piece of oak wood, and then in this one here, we're going to take ourselves an apple, because this is an apple tree. And we've got our jungle sapling, which we can go like that. And then over here, we got our birch sapling. And there you go. So we're going to go take that, shift right click. You see that item frame, it disappears. We got the apple. We've got the jungle frame. Some reason these like to stay open when you put these on there. I don't know what's going on with it, but all you're going to do is kind of go back in it, back out, and there you go. Go back in and out, back in and then out, and it's all closed and everything is really, really good. But this is a nice way of letting yourself know what's in each of these, which tree it is that you're looking at. But that's going to be it for this one, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, please think about leaving a like and a subscribe. You can also follow me on Twitter at JackelWolf. Also, I've been streaming a modded Minecraft every Saturday nights, starting about 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. I would absolutely love if you guys stop by on Twitch to say hi. And that is going to be it. I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.